Hey everybody, this is Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this wonderful evening for you for Saturday, I have for you live action. Okay, the topic of the video for live action is my vacuum form kit in the scale of 1/72nd scale, a C141 STARLIFTER, C141B. Okay, I went ahead last night and today. I removed the fuselage shells from the carrier sheets. This is a big bird. It's bigger than the monogram V-52. About the same size, I guess. So I got little shells done. Now, both these fuselage shells have been sanded using a flat file board. Don't use your fingers. Now, the old method is, years ago, what I used to do, since I don't have the space, I can always substitute space by using a flat level object. So don't leave no curves and stuff. Well, I did. I moved these from the carrier sheet. To get the good flat edge on it, normally what I do, I always take a piece of sandpaper and I lay it on a flat surface and I take it and rub it like this. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You can see how the plug of the mold for this fuselage, there's a piece, when it's separated from the carrier sheet, there's always a piece of flash sticking up there where it was connected to. When you sand that out, it's gone. That means the fuselage is in shape. Make sure you use a file board. You can always use, of course, file boards. Always flat. Always flat. And check for squareness. If it's okay. Take care of no rule. The flat edge and look at it like this. You can't see daylight going through. It's square, and it's going to be perfect for you when you made them together, such as these two fuselages have. I got this vacuum form kit from a world's first mail order. Robert Archer's models. Archer's models. He was actually a distributor to more or less vacuum form kits and kits you don't find in hobby shops back in the days. That's back in the 1970s. I bought this by the time I was getting out of the service back in 1981. And I got this when I was living in California. I had my own house out there. I ordered it to Bob Rogers Hobby World, and a week later it came in the mail. Back in those days, there was no such thing as credit cards, so you had to give them a money order or a check. And so I always sent them a money order. And about, like I say, a week later, it came in the mail. It came in a big old corrugated box. And he's one of the oldest, the first ones that ever did mail order. And Euclid, California, well, Fountain Valley. That's where he used to have his showrooms at in his building. Let me tell you a story about that before we get involved more in the video here. I remember I was going to San Pedro, California. I went back and checked my old ship to see how she looks. I already decommissioned her. And I looked at her and for the last time, and I took off. I got thinking, hey, wait a second, this ain't too far away from my Fountain Valley. I'm going to Robert Archer's Hobby World. And I want to see what he's got in there. Because he had his advertisement in scale model magazines. A lot of you fellas like me, around my age or close to my age, members of the beautiful nifty 60s and 70s, when you got the scale modeling magazines, you always had ads like all magazines did back in those days, even now, if they have magazines. and the stuff you could buy. At Archer's Hobby World always was there. He's been there for a long time. He's an Englishman from England, and a wonderful man. And at first I was getting kind of like a hasty entrance when I first went in there. And let me tell you about this. So anyway, I said, what the hey? I'm up here now this far. I'm going down to Archer's Hobby World and see what he's got down there. I'd like to see what he's got. Well, when I went there, I asked people around, so where is Archer's Hobby World at? It's that big warehouse building over there. Oh, over there? Yeah. And so I went over there, parked my car, walked to the double door, and there was nobody in there. I looked around, I seen all these models, Becky-form models that were built. And I was looking, I think I kind of scared them a little bit or something. When I first came in, the first thought that came to my mind, this guy don't want me here. You know, I'm here to spend some money. And when I went in there, he asked me, hey, what are you doing in here? I said, I come here to spend some money. I said, models. Oh, okay. And then we don't open to the public. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. I says, my apologies, sir. I did not know this. I seen you advertise in modeling magazines, and it says view our showrooms and stuff like this. Yes, you can see our showrooms, but you got to make an appointment. You want to see our showrooms? Says no. I come here to buy some models. Well, since you're here, I can sell you a couple of them. Excuse me. So anyway, damn. He says, you got vacuum form kits? That's what I deal with, vacuum form kits. That's why I got this from them. I bought that. An air crank model bow, 1/72 scale air model C141 Glowmaster. And also bought the Rare-Plane C54 Skymaster and the L1049, the Super Constellation, all vacuum form kits, 1/72 scale. I also bought a little C45 Expediter, about that big, 1/72 scale. He goes, well, you like them big, don't you? I said, well, yeah. I mean, bigger the better. And he said, maybe you might be interested in this. Now, he started to open up to me all of a sudden because he knew I was spending some money in there. And that's when he brought up the STARLIFTER. I said, oh, heck yes. He said, how much you want for that? I says, it lists for $19.95. I'll take that too. So I think I walked out with, about almost $70 worth of models. And I told him, look, Mr. Archer, I apologize for coming here. I didn't mean to. I didn't know, sir. I did not know. All I know is I'm an avid modeler, and I read publications all the time, and all I see is your business there. So I was sold. I'm sold now. Thank you very much for the kits. He goes, I'll tell you what you do. He says, won't you come? I don't think you need an appointment for you because you're a modeler like that. That'll probably be yeah, we'll get you in here. So once you come here tomorrow, we got the showrooms open. I said, okay, fine. Everybody else has to make an appointment. You got a lot of people. We don't look that walk like to look at models and stuff like that. We have the place open. And right away, he says, for your STARLIFTER, do you want some liquid paint for it? Oh no, that's okay. I'll pass. I'm gonna paint it gray and white anyway. So anyway, I got cracking on this last night. I gotta thank him. I went down to my warehouse, my big one. I got about 3 or 4 of those rentals out there full of models, guys. And I went down and broke this out yesterday. I said, I gotta work on that thing. I bought out a couple other kits too I got. Okay, we're getting live action now. I think you guys are getting bored right now with me rapping and ramping like I'm doing. Okay, we're going to change cameras. I got my other camera over here. and we're gonna switch over cameras, and I got all the internal parts that go inside the fuselage. They all be going to be cut and sanded out and set aside, and that's going to be the internal parts. This thing has a highly detailed cockpit inside of it. Now you'll see it on the camera here. Okay, you guys go out there, get yourself your favorite beverage, get your favorite kit. Make sure mama's taken care of and the children are taken care of first. When that's all done, you got free time. Come and join me for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, on this unique Nova Models by Robert Archer, Hobby World, and the Lockheed C141B STARLIFTer. Okay, now before I get started here, I was looking at the plans in here. I got my plans on my board right here, workboard, so I can look at them. I look at this STARLIFTer, and it's an A model. I go, wow, I got a B model airplane with A model plans. It's the same difference, the fit of parts. I think he told me that. The B model has an extended fuselage. The A model was 23 feet shorter than it. So when they did, they put a plug in here, it made it larger. Because they start to carry, with STARLIFTers, they were more or less, they were used as transport aircraft and also transportation aircraft. Now, I flew one of these from all the way from Hanoi to Travis Air Force Base. The same one, the B model. It had no windows on it, just a big old drafty cargo like that Glowmaster they flew me in. So I got the A model plans with the B model kit. The internal structures don't change at all because it's extended. Gives you a full interior. Okay, we're going to switch cameras over here. We're going to take a look at what I'm talking about, and I'll address these parts right here, and we'll get started. Like I said, get your favorite drink, your favorite kit. Make sure Mama San's taken care of, the baby's all taken care of, and you can pull up the anchor and come over and just sit down and join me about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, here I go, boys. We're changing the cameras. Okay, here I am, guys. Right here, as you see, are segments of the internal parts that fit inside the fuselage. They were in a big old carrier sheet, but I snipped them off with a pair of scissors so that individually. Now the objectivity right here, is to move these parts and sand them and put them to the side. I'm going to mark these parts as I go along. Because they're marked on here, we'll take a close-up. This is the cockpit floor. This is part 2. And I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to mark it from the inside which number it is. We're going to start out with this first. I'm going to cut this out. Okay, I got all these little parts over here. So I'm in breakouts of the individual segments of the internal integrity of this kit. Now, building vacuum form kits, I don't know if you fellas ever built one before, and a lot of you probably have. You guys know the routine. These vacuum form kits, they're not designed for the novice. Because a lot of preparation, you got to sand these things down and everything, and make sure these things everything's done appropriately and the right way. Because it'll affect your model if you do. Now, Nova vacuum forms designed by Robert Archer are very good vacuum forms. It gives you a good set of decals. I broke out the kit and see what was in it. Everything's zero what I need. Here are the decals I gave you. These decals are about 43, 45, 44 years old. I went ahead and applied some Testors decal bonder on here to make sure this stuff don't disintegrate, because I do want to use these decals because it's designed for this here kit. We even gave an instrument panel right there too, as you can see. Okay, put a little bit of dry some more. Okay, as an introduction of the video, I got the shells all done. It's all ready to join together once you get the internal pieces. So you got to fit the internal pieces inside these shells right here that button up the fuselage. As you build this thing, you got to make a decision, because the kit gives you an option. You can open up the cargo doors, and they give you interiors on the aft end of the fuselage. So when you peer through the back of it, you can see there's something going on in there besides nothing. I haven't made that decision yet, but I'm going to go ahead and put those parts in there anyway. I may go ahead and do that. And I can design some kind of a linkage so those doors will be operable. They can open up and down. They gave you metal landing gear, white metal landing gear. I was wondering, well, does this thing give you what, landing gear struts or what? I remember buying the C135 Stratotanker, and it had metal landing gears. So I was assuming this kit did, and I looked at it to my surprise, which was no surprise. I found them. They're stapled underneath the wing. Okay, we're going to start with the cockpit floor. These are so much easier to handle when you cut them off that big old sheet, carrier sheet they give you, because it gets in your way, and of course it's pretty damn small here anyway. Where you score at, you just snap them off like this. Backform kit's got to be built, not assembled. That's what I was trying to say a while ago. Normally you'd lay a piece of wet and dry sandpaper and you rub the parts like this. Since it doesn't have the space for that, this fileboard works just as good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sand this so it's square, because it's going to be square and everything before it's glued to the fuselage. When you're sanding vacuum kits, never use your fingers. Always use a file board. You'll have a file board. Take a piece of wood, make sure it's square, and glue some sandpaper on it so it's square. Yeah, flash comes off right there. When you're sanding down vacuum form parts, you gotta sand like I'm doing right here until you see a sliver of plastic where it was separated from the carrier sheet. You just peel it off, like right there. It's gone. Yeah, that's perfect. And just to turn the camera a little more. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Now, the instruction sheets, that's part 2 right there. So that part 2 will fit right about like this. There's other parts to follow. I've got to assemble them. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just do what I did a while ago. Mark your number on there, the part number. Because you don't mark them, what's going to happen is you're going to forget where they go to and everything and run into problems. Just like that, just mark them like that. Okay, that's done. Now, plans call for 3 and 7. That's part 3 right here. Because they already stamped on the sheets here, so that's why you'll remember where they come from. Okay. You just snap it away like this. I'll pop it out, just snap it. Score it real good with your knife and a 11 blade, and it'll just pop out like that and sand away. Okay, got part 3 and 7 was right here. Mark those. There is part 3. I got to sand it down as I did before and set it aside and assemble those later on. Tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and paint my B47. It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. So I'll probably get pictures out there for that Helldiver. I got her done. I like those Affinity kits. They're pretty good. You just got to keep on just sanding parts down, keeping them all sanded and everything. And especially internal parts. Okay. Number 3 did the same thing he did on part 2. Sand, 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 sand. A lot of people don't build vacuum form kits because there's too much work in them, and also lack of experience too. That's why I say, you know, I suggest all most modelers learn how to build stuff out of one material. Venture into wood, paper, because that's what's fun about it, is you can always switch back and forth. You can try to do a plastic kit, do something different, grab a card kit and build that. Okay, you get stuck on one material, and you'll be stunted the rest of your life. You won't be able to build nothing else. Because one of these days, plastic is going to go out. The expense of it and everything, especially these Asian brother kits, they're really getting out of line. They're taking advantage of us modelers. Yeah, that flash just falls right off that thing, don't it? Part 3 complete. Now, part 7. Part 7 completed. Now we need part 4. Yeah, that's where the nose wheel goes through there. A little rectangular piece right here. Part 4. A little dimple right there you see. Right there over an ice plant. That's where the nose wheel goes at. So I'm going to open that up right now. Okay, sand this puppy down. Yeah, I knew I'd getting around to get this kit going. Another factor about vacuum form kits is that they give you a good lesson on scratch building. Yeah, part 4 is all done. And let's see what else they got going on here. Ten or 9. It's like a bulkhead to me. Yeah, it is right here. No, that goes up to up there. You need part 11. It's right here. Part 10, part 11. Okay. Part 11 is done. Part 9. Let's see here. Part 9. Everyone's supposed to figure bulkheads probably. Half a bulkhead. There we go. Yeah, well, that stuff sands fast. There's a lot of styrene dust too, so you gotta be careful. You don't get that stuff blown all over the place. If it's not disturbed, the only thing you can do to hurt anything. Part 9 is done. Let's see here. $15 and $12. Let's see. $15 and $12. It's 12 right here. Looks like a quarter of a moon. Part 12 done. Okay. And 15. 15, 15, 15, 15. $12, $15. Let's see here. 15, 15. Here it is, 15. the big old pull out your cargo deck right here. And that fits right on top of there. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Removal of the cargo deck. Another thing, we gave you a lot of plastic. All this plastic here, don't throw that stuff away, guys. That can help you. Put that in the plastic bin because you might need that plastic there to make scrap parts. So I mean scratch built parts for future kits. Yeah, scrap plastic. I say that goes in the plastic bin, parts then. Yep. Yeah. Good. Carpet deck done. Okay. Yeah, I got all that dust cleaned up. Yeah, okay guys. So far we got the flight deck done. Right there. These are all the cockpit parts I just cut out and assembled. Get all the bulkheads, the pilot's compartment, all sanded and cut out, removed from the carrier sheets. And let's see here, if I got any more I gotta cut out there. Okay, that's 15. That butts up to 7. And 10 is over here. Gotta cut that out. It's like an apple, didn't fall far from the tree. I'll sand this down real well. Okay. Lastly, got part 10. That completes all the parts for the cockpit. Well, vacuum foam kit, this shows a lot of details in this thing. I don't know if the camera could pick it up or not though, but you may see a series of lines described in there. Wherever it's kind of details very subtle. I imagine that's where all the bus boxes fit in there. Oh wow. Yeah. Well, fellas, I got all these parts cut out, and I think I'm going to carry on the rest tomorrow and get the rest of these parts removed and have them finished. And if it was a nice day tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and post some pictures of my SP2C Helldiver by Affinity models in the colossal scale of 132. Finish all these, cut all these parts out tomorrow. Part 1. Okay. Oomph. In Japanese means 1. We cut this out, we're going to call it a wrap, fellas. Old Frank D's getting tired. I worked all day today and take it easy. This is going to be a very interesting build. This is the instant panel I'm cutting out here right now. I'm moving for the carrier sheet. These Nova models are pretty good, these vacuum form kits. Vacuum form kits were very popular back in the 1970s. Okay, this. And they nowadays you don't have too many vacuum form builders. They're very cheap. They're cheap compared to regular injection molded styrene plastics you buy. But I think the reason why the popularity ain't so good now like it used to be is because builders nowadays don't want to sit down and do something like this. Anything that requires Maynard G. Krebs' Adobe Gillis syndrome. Work! We work. It's work, fellas. When it's done, you got something no one else don't have. Vacuum form kits, they build just like regular models, but the construction method is quite different because you got to move them with carrier sheets, you got to sand stuff out, make sure the flash is off there, and always use something straight edge like a file board like I'm using right here. Never use your fingers. Generally, I have a big old piece of wet and dry 320 grit wet and dry sandpaper and just go like this for the part. But since the space is limited, this here hellhole I'm living in, I got to make best use of substitute tools like this file board. As long as it's a straight object, Well, a piece of flash flew off like it didn't want to be there. You can see that flash fly up there. See that stuff there? That little fuzz? That's flash. The guy disappears when you get rid of it. See it? It's gone. Adjustment panel. It already comes in decal form, so that's a lot of less work to worry about. Okay, I got all these parts away. You get these styrene pieces like that, guys. Don't be bashful. Don't throw them away. The little pieces you can get rid of, but those big pieces, like you seen a while ago, I threw in that box. Those pieces you need to save, because you'd be surprised. You may need some plastic to work on some scratch. You've already got it. That's a good bonus to get out of vacuum foam kits. A lot of surplus plastic that you can use. Okay, for today's episode, video 1, live action of the Nova models, 1/72 scale, C141B STARLIFTER, Lockheed. We've already removed and repaired the cockpit floors done. The pilot compartment's all done, the left seats and yoke. Seats are on your own. They don't give you no seats in the kit. You can make your own. Here's all the parts you need to make them. All this plastic in here. You can use it up. You can make seats out of it. Very simple to make. Okay, we're going to switch cameras over and finish up the video on how long this was. It was long enough to get these parts repaired and assembled. And give the STARLIFTER a rest till tomorrow. Okay, we're going to switch cameras, guys, so stay tuned. I'll be with you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Hope you guys enjoyed that video right there. We'll have some more live action coming up pretty soon. That's where we get started in the STARLIFTER. And maybe you guys will get a charge out of me building this thing. So that's the B model, the STARLIFTER. I think the only STARLIFTER kit that's available nowadays outside this vacuum form kit is by Rodin. Rodin made a 1/144 scale. 1/144 scale, yeah. It's a good size model. It's a good size airplane. Yep, I flew one of these. Came back from Nam to one of these. I see this big thing and boy, it reminds me of the good old days. This is a pretty new airplane. I think it came out back in 1968. STARLIFTERs didn't remain in service too long. I think the C5A Galaxy superseded this. And the C-17 Glowmaster has superseded the C5A Galaxy. Yeah, that's a good fit right there. Great. Yeah. Well, I feel good. Yeah. She can be a beaut when I get done. When the water starts breaking pretty good, I got my Saunders Row S45 Princess flying boat, the big one. I'm gonna get that good and cleaned up. I'm gonna start doing some paint on that and get that thing finished. And then put the beaching gear on that. One of my commenters, one of my subscribers wanted, hey Frank, I want to finish that big Princess flying boat. I'm on it. All the ones I got started, they had that left my mind. I'm starting to get to it, finish them up pretty good. Got my big SO Trenton tanker over here. I got it over here, it's all out of harm's way next to my Victory. I gotta hop that thing pretty soon too. Okay, now you fellas, you need to go out there and try your hand at vacuum form kits. You'll like them, and it gives you in the beginnings, it teaches you how to scratch build stuff. And like I say, don't throw away all this plastic now, like you see little Frankie Day did. Scraps like this, some stuff you can use off them though, but no sense because you got other big old pieces that you used. And so I got all the parts all cut out, ready to be assembled. I think it's a painted interior greenish gray they were. I saw a little piece of flash there. Some had gray interiors. Perfect. Yeah. Doesn't look nice to get finished with it. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. I got to work tomorrow. I got to go to the VA, check on my brother's how he's doing. He underwent chemotherapy today. I checked on him to see if he's okay. He says, yeah, I'm fine. He says, I'm getting better. I said, I know you are. I said, everybody's praying for you, Mike. We got a lot of people in the world that care, you know. And again, guys, I really appreciate your prayers going out to my brother and myself. I really appreciate it. Okay. It was a sunny day. Like the great late Hank Williams used to say, if it don't rain tomorrow, the creeks don't rise. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, final reveal for the Hell Diver. Then we're gonna make some live action painting. Painting up my B-47 Stratojet. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, it's over there. I got it all masked off, ready for painting. I spent about an hour and a half masking it off. And I got my paint over here, all ready to go. And yeah, I'm in model heaven now, guys. My mojo is starting to spice up more because I'm not worrying anymore like I used to. I mean, my brother's gonna be okay now. I'm all patched up, good to go. So therefore, I'll just keep it going. Well, that's perfect. It's like an injection model blast. Okay, this is it for the C141 STARLIFTer. This is it for me. And we'll guys catch tomorrow for the final reveal and possibly live action on the B-47 Stratojet painting it. Take care of Baba. Stay focused when you drive. Take care of the little ones. Say your prayers. Spend wisely and beware of your surroundings. And God bless you all. And thank you all for your wonderful views, candor, and comments. I'm deeply honored to every one of you. And God bless you all. And we'll catch you in the next video. So stay posted for that. This is Frankie Day, Frankie Day Model signing off. We'll catch you guys in the next video. God bless you all. You guys take care. I love you, fellas.